Okay, y'all. I had woke up in Lawrence and we're in Kansas City now, mine. Yeah, mine. So I was going to Love's to take a shower, a long shower, and we're going to work for Uber. So I'm excited. It takes money to make money. I just want to take a long, warm shower. Make sure I got my lotion in my backpack because it really helps. All that stuff really helps. Don't know whether I'm going to South Carolina quite yet, but I'm just trying to do my thing and get down the road. Know what I mean? I just felt sabotaged by Wichita for the last time. I think they teamed up to put a bunch of ratings on my thing, or it was the ratings that I had gotten from like a year before I took my break a year ago. But I don't remember them saying speeding, illegal driver, this or that bull. So I'm on my second day of the appeal, and I think it's gonna get put back on because, like, why? You ask? Well, Wichita was sabotaging me so I'd never leave, and now I'd get stuck anywhere else. Y'all, I think I yelped by using my cruise control up the turnpike for the first time in this Uber rental. So I think I could have still been riding people. Now I gotta worry about, like, how I knew the Illuminati wanted to slaughter my face and forge me off as a retard. So I kind of like wrote that on the back of my car. That the Illuminati was going to pre-slaughter me using the idiosyncrasy. You be the ER, you know, when your excuse is you were just working for Uber. So, like, ride or die fool over here. I ain't being kamikaze, right? Because I'm trying. Like, this is my thing. Like, I told y'all that I wasn't gonna drive for Uber or ride shirty bar, but I felt like genetics was treating me like I ain't being worth a darn. So I realized that maybe it's only me that is my worst enemy if I let it. So I'm just getting caught up on my Uber reservation, and it's gonna be caught up, and I'm gonna be doing my thing, and I'm just gonna chill and let it all go my way. I know I've been telling y'all, you just gotta let it all go your way before you have to let it all go somebody else's way. So this is where I am. My oil change ain't due for another 3,000 miles. And I'm not gonna use that to drive in between cities right now, and I get free oil changes. I just gotta call up the branch and tell them which location but I might have money. Of course, I might have money on me in case it go down. You know what I mean? Cause I ain't try to get stuck. I ain't try to lose my car. I ain't try to figure out how that could winch me, but I will go to the Ford dealership first to just see if I could take advantage of one of the car rentals complimentary oil changes that when people buy a brand new car, they get 3. And one time I was in Hendersonville, North Carolina, getting an oil changed on a Chevy Malibu. And they was like, well, it's free of charge because you had a complimentary oil change. So I think you want to get your car changed at the appropriate dealership because they know how their car works the most, okay? Like, ain't nobody's got enough time to tell Firestone about 5011 cars, okay? So this is the scenery, y'all. Oh my goodness. I'm feeling like $1 million that is gonna be worth $1 billion when I get a shower. Brush my teeth, brush Biddy's teeth in the shower, and I was really just, going to get me a poo. You know what I be? So that's an $18 poo. I would take me a shower, wash my clothes up in that shower. Somebody's standing out in front of CVS. I don't know if I should be getting some soap, but I think it's 6:30, and I'm not sure when they really open. Probably 8 or 9. So I better not wait on that. I know there's soap at the Louvre's travel stop. And I'm still mad. Somebody must have took my hospital grade soap. I used that to fill like $1 million. I wish I could just, one time use it, throw it away. But I do feel like the ambulances ain't being that Virginia hooligan movie right now. And since then, so that's called snitching a good fix right there. Carrying that around while I'm just not married. And that's great. I think I'm the switch on the switch, so I'm not obligated to snitch that everybody wants love and they push the weight on it's a real child molester when it's lonely. My car climb. And Betty, can you say hi over there? Honey. Boo, yeah. Why is there tow trucks everywhere I'm about to park it or eat it? Look, wasn't we just talking about a Malibu? That girl. Ugh, it's a Tennessee tag. Y'all, I don't want to park. I don't want to park like that. Look, the oil spill there, girl. Where is that? Or something, girl. I don't want to park right there. Oh, God. Oh, God, that's all there is. Hope. Wait a minute, I'm being sandwiched between the Malibu idiosyncrasies. Hoses. Propane, nigga. Okay, well, anyway, I think I just need to grab my backpack and we got it. We got it. Oh, I'm gonna let Betty use the restroom because we want to clean it. Everybody wants to clean, but like I think I have one of these in the back too. How many motherfucking Malibus, nigga? Oh, to get me to say boo with zoo. With ooh. Okay. So yeah, that be the thing right there, man. The Illuminati keeps sabotaging everything. My story is straight. I have a new line of service and everything for this. What is going on? Hey, this is annoying. Look. I've scanned my barcodes and stuff. Oh, okay. Okay. Ain't that a little bit scary over there? At this point, there were a lot of tire tracks that looked like they were going through the middle, and maybe that makes people look like a head-on collision thing, and that baffled me. This is where we slept. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go lay down. Okay, let's lay down. Hurry up. Come on.
Head east on Evans Drive.
No, I didn't say hurry up. Oh my goodness. I know that's...
Head east on Evans Drive toward Mississippi 23 South.
This is acting slow as of like... Last night I thought it was the heat. Now I better mix this video down as quick as I can. So I woke up with 382 miles. I might go top out. Okay. And now what is this? See, we don't want to live like where or sleep where the light is at. See how luminescent that is? It's like this little off-road.
Take your next left onto Mississippi 23 North. At the stop sign, turn left onto Mississippi 23 North. Then, you'll use the right lane to take the ramp to Birmingham. Use the right lane to take the ramp to Birmingham. In a quarter mile, merge onto I-22. Continue for 100 miles.
Okay, my car's gonna get on to me about driving with one hand in a minute.
Will last because these pistachio trees take many years to bear fruit, so they're hoping the investment will be worth it.
Now to Paris, and it's not been a great year for the world's most visited museum. After a highly publicised jewel heist earlier this year, the Louvre has now said a water leak last month damaged hundreds of books in the Egyptian Antiquities department. Specialist website La Tribune de l'Art reports that around 400 rare books were affected, blaming poor pipe conditions. A report published in October by France's public audit body says the museum's inability to update its infrastructure was exacerbated by excessive spending on artwork.
So I'm thinking about working in Birmingham for a short period of time. I have a friend who was a chief executive, a producer. And
Welcome to Alabama.
ended up in Birmingham. So, I could post up here for a minute, make somebody, if anything happens, I don't want to have to follow them, but, like, it's better than, like, nobody knowing where I'm at. And he's gonna want to know that my mom's house burnt down, okay? She said she rescued they said they rescued all the dogs but 2 of the cats they couldn't find. I told them I heard a thump, a couple of thumps upstairs, and that baby was on the garage floor by the dryer giving me a mischievous look before all that happened, because I was drying my socks. I hand washed my socks in the tub and I put them in the dryer. I put it on extra dry and then I left the socks sit there just long enough to dry. A pair of socks. I got me some holiday socks. They're like brown Christmas socks. going to Louv's to gather some supplies. I already got gas at the station before here. So I just need a lot of water and maybe some snacks, like real food, whatnot. Look at Arby's. Oh my God, I'm already tired of the Arby's sandwiches. Like, I meant to get some juice out. No, with that, but no, I'm already worn out on that. I think I've had that like 3 times. Oh. Meister, let's go. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Try not to take forever. So, I ruined how I had a coat that was big enough for Minnie to be under. So we're gonna go to Burlington in Birmingham. And then I want to stay put for a little while, work some. And then I think I headed straight towards Winter Park, Florida, all in the same day. Or the same day that I leave. Passing one of those nuclear power plants. Let's see if we could scope some of the... Okay, I got a glimpse of it. Earlier. I hope I ain't being a spy. Look at all that. We got a skedaddle. I don't think I want to be that close. Oh yeah, those Bama pine trees, y'all. So this view is rather marvelous. Why don't you guys confirm? Oh. Like, dang. I mean, the fog is rolling in, girl. we looking to make a pit stop so we could grab water and stuff? Because for some reason, I had to skip loops without it. I met this lady, I told her she reminds me of Julie Chrisley.
In 1,000 feet, take the ramp to Alabama 5 North, US 78.
Like they must have forgot who the real celebrity kids
Take the
are.
ramp to Alabama 5 North. Then, you'll take your first left onto Alabama 5 North, US 78.
But you know we love our funny.
At the stop sign, turn
Chrisley.
left onto Alabama 5 North, US 78.
This looks hella familiar. BP does all the. I know I ain't took every exit in the world by now. Yeah, 'cause there's a vacuum over here.
Make a U-turn.
Argo Euro. I don't know. I got a tinkle too. We just gonna come right up on it. No. Alabama only gave me one driveways. Ooh, and then that's a one way. I feel like every time I notice a refueler truck, it snitches I never run out of gas. And I hope they're not blocking, like, people from seeing something happen to me, you know? My little daytime ruined lights, y'all. And was this even a parking spot? Because, you know, they usually... Anyway. Watch this. Bam! Hey, honey, we need some water. I can tell we need some water, and I need to pee. Yeah. It smells like somebody puffed with it here. I thank God I don't have that blue coat that be looking like a Domino's driving stupid like that. Look at my hair, it's out of control, girl. Oh. Ew, I don't like bathroom stall pigs, huh? Okay, girl.
Head north.
Ooh. Okay. Get down there. Get down there. Ugh. Come on, get down. Oh. Well. Come on. Trying to tell me she better eat. Okay. Come on. Oh. Come on. Come on. Come on, nigga, that's your call. Come on. Dang. Come on, I need to see you eat. Oh my God. Allergy this, allergy that, allergy everything. Go ahead. Now, you don't need my okay to eat. Just eat. Okay.
You'll take your first left onto North Main Street. Turn left onto North Main Street.
Hey.
In 600 feet, turn left onto Alabama 5 South.
We're off to Birmingham's Burlington.
At the stop sign, turn left onto Alabama 5
Coke factory.
South.
Oh, man. I'd squeeze it here, but somebody might have to make a lip. Okay, I think right after this little truck here got that small car.
In a quarter mile, use the right to take the ramp to Brookside.
Hey, be careful. You can eat, huh? Come on. Need some water.
Use the
now?
right lane to take the ramp to Brookside.
Okay, I'm gonna put some water in there where we get to it.
Continue for a quarter mile.
The next stop, girl. What is all that? Boo! Go, sir. Come on. Hey! Oh, we have to squeeze it here.
Continue for 11 miles.
Okay. So I'm probably being sabotaged by the Alabama Birmingham feds. Like, I'm over here having connectivity problems with the screen being slow. Now I rebooted my phone and I have the internet access again. But yeah, so why do they try to put people in prison this way? That Philly cheesesteak sandwich drugged me, y'all. It kind of fucked up my whole day. I might as well just stay in the lane. And this could last 3 months, y'all. Like, I don't steal food. I'm about to drop it back off at the Tropical Cafe. Or I could use my phone for the rest of the directions, but this is annoying. Oh! Dude. They're pretending I don't know how to drive it. He just tried to swerve in my lane. I knew it. Max Hunt, huh? Yeah, fucker. I'm not a pacifist. So 2 cars are honking, act like the neighborhood hears somebody honking, and then I did my little, and then that van tried to swerve in my lane, 2 solid lines, and he was looking the whole time.
I couldn't take him out the game. Y'all the ones to blame. Telling him don't change. Y'all was out on the road. Only let him do wrong on my name. You was mine, nigga, not anymore. I was in love with him, not anymore. Cause on my name, you know what he doing, nigga, ain't down. Every time I throw another tantrum, you just go fuck another bitch in vain. Yeah, I'ma speak about it real loud. I ain't never give pussy up, even when these niggas stay begging for they wouldn't get off me.
In 1 mile, turn left on 27th
Don't
Street
I
South.
always take these pics, video? Young Meister, what do we know? Come on. Young Meister. What up here, stuff? So the silver troublester feds are just sabotaging me. So I was trying to buy water with my EBT, and I got tricked to block transactions from out of Kansas. So when I unblocked them, it takes a minute to an hour. So I was just hovering at this gas station for a long time because the lady was nice and just kind of put up with my theatrics or my problems with me, and I just ended up taking a long break and detailing the car, the inside again, everything except for the carpet. And now the GPS is leading me to Winter Park, Florida, my way, because I had to stop at another gas station just to kind of manipulate my route. Like, it doesn't have the option to take 10 this time, so I had to reroute to Tallahassee to get to 10 and 10 to 75. That way I can break bread and shake off the fools that thought I'd be in Atlanta getting sabotaged after Birmingham was sabotaging me. Like, I went to Dollar General before all that, and that's where I unlocked the block transactions out of state, and then my infotainment system was black for a minute, So by the time I got to the next gas station, it was as if nothing happened. But I'm just trying not to look like following people, because I don't. I'm by myself, and I don't want them to hook the assassin Bowser up, because it's what bounty hunter magic is. I use my bounty hunter magic to stay away from my assassin, so they can't use bounty hunter magic to massacre, murder people by doing everything that I do, if that's not what my forte is. So I really think that's what it is. Tipping the hot seat away from California is what those Illuminati Bluetopias are trying to do. You know, they may make it seem easy, but come on. They're like what the Detroit Pistons in '05 was. As soon as they get ahead, there's no turning back. And I really think that's why people are afraid of presidents, because it's kind of a strange idea that we'd have to obey our presidents, and even if they betray our country, and that was sort of the gamble of electing people. But yeah, that's funny. I know 2 and 2 though. Trump's our president, and then there's wars outside of the U.S. So my pet peeve is that the Illuminati invites a war into their country to get rid of people like me, snitches, cross-dressers, whatever. If I'm not like traditional living, that's what I think they're afraid of. And it would have been easy to take out the uneducated, unless, of course, people are looking out for people. But the name of the game is to get Range Rover to flip the switch on people who don't risk their lives in the hands of other Illuminati, of the Illuminati. And that would be a major flaw in the grand design. It would almost get rid of everybody. It would make this world wild. It would make them never feel guilty about making wild thoughts. Right now, it's as long as they can get away with it. You know, I gotta write stuff on my car so they can't wreck me, and then when they try it, or try again, they wouldn't. That's what I thought calling me a Terminator Chigger or a Chigger was that I can't convince people that I was a real lucky snitch. We be stealing boiled peanut cups because we can't pay for boiled peanuts with food stamps. I'm playing. Should I not put your face on that kind of material, girl? Because I respect stuff like that. Okay? I'm playing. We gotta be for real, though. some people just get stuck like Chuck, and you gotta tell your truth out of that shit. So, girl, because I'm still mad at that Philly cheesesteak sandwich I had 10 minutes before Birmingham. That really just vertigo shit, yo. Like I had to stay in my lane. Like, all I know, take 10 to 75. Now I think I'm taking 75. I think I'm taking, yeah. I'm like not driving to Tallahassee like I wanted to. Like, should I already hop up on Tallahassee to get into Florida? Cause I ain't playing by my business. Okay, we over here eating up. Yeah, sausage, double cheese, and bacon, pretzel bun. And you know, these little rib sandwiches, and then I get the onions and the pickles. Oh! Oh, it's under that. It's under the. Like, can I have a glimpse? A little diced onions, y'all. Then I got the bun sausage chips from yesterday and the Cuban sandwich. And a ton of water. I got 2 jugs, big jugs of water. And then I got this water. Yeah. Stay in my lane and I'm gonna be, you know, safe again by the time I get there. Then I'm hoping to work around. And then I was bought another week so that I could just get out of the way, yanked up, so that I'm barely hanging on by the time I get my Social Security deposit on the 24th. And then, bam, your boy ain't a boy anymore. I mean, what do you call me? By that point, your bruh. What do you, when you don't want to fuck people, call it bruh. Look at it. They turn you out so hard, bruh. What's up? Okay. So when I signed off live, that pilot had their car facing towards mine over the door. Yeah. You know they ain't about to whack boys anyway, nigga, or I want them electrocuted every day of the week. Alabama is one huge wicked screech, man. Plus, where's the speed limit on here? Other than that, I think the speed limit was 55, 65, or 70. This one time. Gonna have it, hun. Okay, be careful. Let's save it for later. Like maybe 3 minutes later. Oh, come on, no. Tallahassee at 2 hours, 9 minutes. So I've got about 4 hours till I reach Full Sail University's Winter Park, Florida. I thought I was going to stop in Tallahassee to work for Uber, but there is a black Ford Expedition following me, so I think the Illuminati's seeing who knows how to take away the way I want to get to a new place to start a new life. And I already have a ton of seniority at Full Sail University as an online graduate. So I gotta convert that digital cinematography degree into a master's in film. And I'm really just worried about how rusty I am at college mathematics. That would be the only thing that I am going to take early lessons on, like maybe use LinkedIn Learning Center and stuff like that, or see what Full Sail has to offer, because I do like my perfect grades. If I get anything less than an A, I retook 2 classes just because the pandemic virus made me absent enough for my grades to kind of plummet some. So, you know, I was on Fairfax at Santa Monica Boulevard at West Hollywood when I told Full Sail University if that was all the time I could take off, then I was gonna have to completely drop out. And then they told me I could get my certificate in film, which for some reason still gave me an alumni subdomain email. So the resources that I'm getting will allow me to just kind of prep. I just want to like live there until I can, you know, like find my way in. I feel like I got drugged right before Birmingham eating some Philly cheesesteak sandwich, to where what if it lasts 3 months, and what if I'm gonna be very lucky with that stimulus check being approved in December, that I could kind of just nail everything in the same month and kind of make up for everything that made me stall. You know, I feel stubborn about living, or I felt stubborn about living in Winter Park, Florida, next to Full Sail University for a while. But I'm probably ruining my reputation and theirs by not being nearby. So I am anxious to find out what I do when I have that many less excuses to ruin my credit and my reputation, and how I think people could sense that I'd be one of those Full Sail University majors trying to get into the entertainment business. But for me personally, I really want to do music videos for people like Miley Cyrus and Zonique and Beja Rodriguez, J-Zack, Post Malone. Ever since he cut his hair, I could make love to him with his hair short. Like Kylie Minogue, like Akasha Rek, y'all, Bangla or Banga, whatever. Yeah, my main intent would be to do music videos, short film. But I didn't grow up drawing or anything, so that motion graphic stuff, oops, that would have been fun. So this is one long 100 miles, y'all. And at 65 miles an hour, it's gonna take an hour and 52 minutes.
Welcome to Florida.
Do people get in trouble for hanging out at the Full Sail University campus at night? Do people get in trouble by the police for hanging out at the Full Sail University campus at night?
Yes, you could face issues with the police for being on campus at night. It depends on the specific rules, local laws, and your behavior, such as loitering or making noise. University police enforce these, so it's best to be aware of the rules.
Okay, I spoke to Full Sail University and I guess I am allowed to fidget on campus. Y'all, this is gonna be so fun. I am a, like an alumni, I'm a student. So I get to wait until the morning to do some really, like, deep searching for what I can do to stay immediately. But for now, they said that their lobby receptionist will be open until 1 o'clock in the morning. I wasn't watching my clock roll forward as I got to the East Coast. But it's 9 o'clock. I'm gonna be there in 2 hours and 22 minutes. I'm going 76 in a 70, so I'm gonna move over to the slow lane and put cruise control on, because I'm keeping my miles like way up there. Like, I'm not burning up my miles. So I really want to stay, for me and my miniature Doberman picture, that the East Coast will just, it has the humidity to make my brain cells have some lube on it. And my singing voice is just, I don't have to try hard to drink a lot of water. Like, I can only imagine, like, drying out my skin and my vocal cords as soon as I get to Sacramento, California. I've been doing that in 2022 and 2023. I've been from Sacramento to South Carolina 50 times a month, literally. And once you get to Sacramento, it's like my feet's dry and itchy again. So Tennessee has more nuclear power plants than Alabama. They trio, though. Like, what is they trying to do? Get me to move to Memphis? I didn't want to wait for my rideshare request for picking up people to Penn, so I made me $100 delivering food. And that's when I went back to Kansas City or Wichita, Kansas. Girl, I could have been in Florida with $800. Now, I'm betting that the tariff checks betted that I'm getting stuck in Winter Park, Florida. And I heard something about it being approved for December. So yay! It's gonna get here with my Social Security deposit. If not, I ain't gonna, wicked screech or anything, because I'll have my normal deposit. I don't have to worry about switching that over until I get a Florida driver's license. You should have saw me pull a Social Security from Hollywood. Your food stamps is cash. So your deposit goes from $1,000 to $1,300 cash. But I think California ain't worth it. I've been there, so I've tried. I'm worn out. Everything I've tried, I'm worn out. I don't want to try New York. I don't want to try Newark. I don't want to try Cincinnati. I wanted to try Richmond, Virginia. I don't think I want to try the DC and Baltimore area. I won't ever try Wisconsin. The closest I've been to the Dakotas was Waterloo, Iowa, dropping off someone from Des Moines in Waterloo, Iowa. That was fun. I think that paid over $100, didn't that? Yeah, dropping somebody off from Champaign, Illinois to Chicago only paid me $100 something. But that's cool. I was working for Lyft real hard. Or there's something got me to go back onto Uber. It be getting my hopes up just to shut me down. But that's Kansas City, Missouri, or Wichita, Kansas. So I'm finally going to this Full Sail University in person. So I don't get blackballed out of my Uber gig stuff because I really like this freedom. You don't lose your job because you don't want to drive to work, you know? Like, you never know what foods have sugar in it anymore. And that's like why I left West Hollywood for the last time in 2023. I think it was January 2023. I had some teriyaki chicken from Jelson's on Santa Monica Boulevard. I got dreadfully tired after that. And my internet was tripping because I had government phone internet at that time. But there's no excuse for that. So, you know, I had me a full tank of gas from like Bakersfield because you know, I already know the deal. That Hollywood forever. But long story short, I think Hollywood just doesn't want to snitch who they would have thanked for all that, you know, window marker stuff that, you know, just whatever on my mind about what I wouldn't have only knew about the Illuminati. So yeah, I would have been getting a drive-high Chevy Bolt EV rent lease to own. But like, I am just hoping we don't play with alligators. Okay, because they shouldn't exist. But I feel like I'm going to take so long that the ocean's going to wash the alligators to South Carolina. And the last time I was here glancing at Winter Park, Florida, there were no signs of water damage. That's very interesting. The only signs of water damage is if you drive past Knoxville, Tennessee, and they basically drained out that whole lake of water. I loved working for Uber and Lyft in Knoxville for some reason, because that's where all the motorcycles be. And it's kind of like, you know, they have like a tourist attraction of their own that is kind of bigger than Nashville. Well, I never, never had my first drink in Nashville, any of that. I mean, like, should I be put in the World Guinness's record book for that? Oh, God. Girl, I was just working for Lyft and Uber for a long time, and just watching these couples have these intelligent conversations, and while I only know how to drive, nigga. Like, I'm sure I'd be talking to James Mason Fox like that. But I had to put him on blast real quick, because I told him, man, you shouldn't have, like, did some weight loss. He said, little boy. And then I had to say, why you let your fans turn you into a totem pole? Then, like, you know, that fat ass matches his, you know, his bigger body. Like you can't tell me 1,000 people fucked him on Pornhub.com and then gonna want him skinnier. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Little Mrs. Gay Adele over there in Nashville, Tennessee, with his brand new home and stuff. Like the Who is Shonda, girl, they stuff is making them some money, girl. Like, I'm kind of thinking that if I wanted to make money as a gay person, I should have finally have gone to San Diego, or like, cause you know, working at a gay bar in Sacramento, no. And I didn't even get to work at Badlands. I was working at Faces, which is cool, because at the time there was this super white skinned Andrew, only went out at night. I think he looked Russian, but I had a crush on him. And the owner of Faces wanted to, like, sexual favors, and I told him, I like Andrew. Why would I do that? Like, I can't. And he hired me anyway. Next thing I know, they acted like I was slow and wanted me to do dishes at his sister bar, Headhunters, where that Andrew's boyfriend, who looked like Adam Levine, worked as a waiter. So I remember working on the weekends where they do this barbecue all you can eat if you buy a drink. I was just, manning the barbecue grill for... Yeah, that was some really good food and stuff. Like, I was finally getting noticed, like guys touching my ass all the time, and hell, I should have known that all those tips they were giving to me I could have shared with my bartender. I don't know if that's how that works at every bar, but bartenders share their tips with the bar back, so I could have shared my little emphasis on, they wanted me to have those tips. I could have shared it with my crush. But anyway, You know, he gave me chills down my spine, breathing down my back when I was stocking the beer bottles, girl. You know, ain't you supposed to turn around, lift your leg, and, you know, get the smooches or something? I ain't do that. But yeah, California made me dreadfully tired, yo. I can't do Cali. Kansas City's burning me out. Lawrence, Kansas was fun. It's like Wichita's flat lands. Then you go to Lawrence and you might as well be living in San Francisco. It's fun. Like, in Kansas City, though, like, I didn't want to get stuck in the snow. I had me a little slide down the slope sideways, and I didn't bang the car that was stuck there. And I was like, why is these people just stuck? Don't you know it just started snowing? Like, I guess I'm the one who saw the second it started snowing. But they'll really just stop on the slope and not move. I'm like, you're gonna let the snow turn into sleet and ice, and then you gonna be stuck. Like, he should have saw how far I went, and this is a 2-wheel drive. Hey, they're making 2-wheel and 1-wheel drive illegal. Everybody's supposed to have 4-wheel drive by a certain decade or something. And I'm not mad, because, you know, I wanted an all-wheel drive Tesla Model 3. Like, even if it's like a 2018. But yeah, goodness gracious, y'all, was I talking to y'all for only 15 minutes? Because 2 hours and 5 minutes is left on the estimated duration. Yeah, Minnie started whining at that little rest stop while I was talking at Full Sail University, so we got up and moved once I got permission that the receptionists were gonna have details on what to do. I'm gonna miss the Wichita Webb Road Hertz location, because that manager makes all my problems disappear so I could rent my next rental again. And he's like the most handsome Todd Chrisley in the world too. Like, gonna have to let it all go my way, or nothing was working already. So if I get worn out here before I can buy my own car, especially with the way my credit is, and my student loans from Nelnet isn't on my TransUnion, and if you're 38 years old like me and you find loopholes by 2019 to buy your car, you'll learn that car dealerships and finance loans look at TransUnion before they look at Equifax and Experian. So I paid off my Chevy Cruze in 2023, and I left it at that. But I think they're gonna want me to put $4 to $6 grand down on. So if I get like a 2018 Tesla Model 3, I bet it'll be like 13,000. And if the EV tax credit hits, I might have no down payment. But I think I don't have to move my Social Security over until I'm actually a resident. I think it takes a year to be a resident in any state. I mean, I learned that from California in 2007. Like, I'm trying to figure out this grand design and how I could wing off of Social Security. But for right now, I want to use it as a way to like help me with my car payment when I feel dreadfully tired, worn out, mentally stressed, and or sick or something. That way I'm not forced to work, and I'm not forced to lose my job. Because Florida is a whole new set of laws, and it's been thrown in my face every now and then, but I feel like they might reinforce their trespassing laws more than other people, just maybe because of how many people tried to camp near Full Sail University until they had to trick this truck to get in the other lane. Oh my goodness. But when that stuff is thrown in front of you and then you go Google it, and you could get a year to 6 months in jail for trespassing, and you might get a warning. It's like, how am I gonna do this? This is what I wouldn't have gotten warned out for. Like, I'm not trespassing on Full Sail University, but they're gonna have these lights. These LED lights, and my dog was already kind of whining a little, so I have to feed her some water and stuff. Then I gotta make sure she poops and stuff. And eats well, and her body temperature, and stay clean, and then I think that the last thing is to find out if their animal clinics do dental dog cleaning for, you know, like $280. But we're just gonna make sure that we have no exposure to sugar. And I know they're Illuminati signaling y'all that they want to whack boys. I know that ain't a Traverse. I think that's I don't know if they just need me to log into my stuff near the campus. I think I'm gonna go ahead and turn around now. They just need me to log in my credentials near the campus so they can act like magic wasn't how they knew. I think I'm a Terminator chigger. I'm not pathetic. Yeah, they think they can erase what I've been snitching is what the white Honda Accord to the Toyota Prius
At the
was.
next light, use the middle lane to turn left. At the light, turn left onto US 441 South. Then, you'll use the right lane to take the I-75 South ramp to Tampa.
Yeah, I'm turning around all in a whim now. Okay, honey. We're about to step foot in Florida. You ready? Right. We don't need to tidy up much, but to get rid of these plastic grocery bags. State of this coat. I meant to get keep the coat that she fit under now. I just check this out. Have y'all seen that? Okay. Palm trees. Us. Yes, young babe. Yeah. Okay. So my first order is $22. So I'm gonna start by getting a glimpse of what to get. I think Leadfoot is why I should leave already. Oh my goodness. Excruciating. See, the Ford Escape doesn't let people escape. Oh, now you want to turn on. This whole shit. So, I feel that it's best to never need to go to Full Sail University for anything. I don't want to pay my student loans or any of that bullshit. My life is so ruined that I probably can't even focus on like my rent and stuff.
Welcome to Georgia.
woke up and my infotainment system is still acting shiesty on me. And I think it won't stop doing it until I get further west. Just almost like in any other car, this is really annoying. Like, I think the Illuminati was sabotaging me so that I would look lost in Florida with the Florida tag. And it's just not a good excuse, because if they know everything happens for a reason, it was meant to draw attention to me, because it would probably be more than arrested, right? That was the Illuminati lingo for like pulling somebody over and letting them go. So now that is annoying. I might go work downtown Atlanta. I might just kind of do in between. I don't know if I should do South Carolina anymore, but because my mom's house must have burnt down because my father had something planned for acting like his trailer gets burnt down. So I really think that I'm glad I knew I lost, so I could kind of, you know, hold on to hope at least. Plus, we ready for vote in the state of Georgia. Like, that wouldn't look fun. Wait a minute, what are y'all wouldn't smile with? I mean, like, I think it's the one on the right. Like, nah, it's the one on the left. Like, maybe the one in the middle passes. Yeah, so I decided to head to Columbia, South Carolina. I think that house fire that was going on with my mom was how to put Rick in Nashville. So I'm better off getting that paternity test and kind of seeing what he would do with all that extra money he makes and doesn't spend. 'Cause I'm in a jam and he's probably not wanting me to go back and forth to Wichita to where I'd never come back. So I feel like what they would have done is how smart I am about leaving places when I want to leave, but I like how it isn't cold on the East Coast in the winter. And that'll save me some money. I don't have to buy the EcoFlow Wave 3 for a very long time if it's just going to be 70, 73, 76 degrees in South Carolina and Florida. Then whenever I want to rent a car, I have to go to Charleston or Atlanta. And there might be something in Augusta, but I ain't looking like I'm from Augusta. Okay, I'm playing. I like it over there. You know, I charge my vehicles sometimes and hang out for too long sometimes and get Chick-fil-A's most of the time in Augusta and pick people up for Uber and Lyft in Augusta. You know, and hadn't took that Tyler Perry exit since 2022. Florida cool, but what if I had to summon a hurricane to break free of the wrath? What if the poltergeist does that for me? You know us Miss Americas ain't gonna sit there and wish for devastation, for peace.
Losing me, that's a no. I don't even be flossing, ballin' like I'm spalding. No money out is all in. I see a girl, she stalking me, and you ain't even my problem. Don't be mad, you lost me, yeah. Ooh, I'm bossy. That's why he keep on calling me. Ooh, I'm a trending topic. She wish she could just keep up with me. Took me a flight to the beach, made us suit on with me. I do whatever I please, I do whatever I think of. I got the racks on me, get too attached to me. Might put them on as easy, you know I gotta do it. That's why I do what I please, yeah. That's why I gotta do me, yeah. Took me a flight to the beach, made us suit on with me. I do whatever I please, I do whatever I think of. We do whatever I think of.
Girl, except that, you better get your ass over here. Hey! Nah, girl, because you ain't gonna be playing that bullshit on me. Girl, you a little too grown. You is not finna put yourself out of your business.
You still on that fuck shit, I can tell. You forgot I know you very well. I'm on my own, neck and wrist it just like water. Big foot stones, bitch look in my closet. Dripped in sauce, car on it is keyless. Doors go up, you see it. Bitch, you never find another girl like me. Feeling on my wrist so icy, pull your time's up. D on my lady, my shoe game is winning. Capital B for the Birkin, I'm in my bag, yeah. I'm in my bag, yeah. Feeling on my wrist so icy, pull your time's up. D on my lady, my shoe game is winning. Capital B for the Birkin, I'm in my bag, yeah. I'm in my bag, yeah. It's like cost a fortune. Foreign, I'm in is important. I'm not checking for you, no more bad vibes. Only the family is my ties. I'm at the top where you can't slide. No, you can't come with no invite. You know I'm so cold. Neck and wrist it just like water. Big Flintstones. Bitch, look in my closet. Dripped in sauce. Car on it is keyless. Doors go up, you see it. Bitch, you never find another girl like me. Really on my wrist, so icy, boy, your time's up. Do you want it? My shooting is winning. Capital B for the Birkin. I'm in my bag, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm in my bag, yeah, yeah, yeah. Really on my wrist, so icy, boy, your time's up. Do you want it? My shooting is winning. Capital B for the Birkin. I'm in my bag, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm in my bag, yeah, yeah,
Babe, get over here so we can polish this song through. Girl, stop. Let's get to the car. Come on. Go, Baba. You lay down, girl.
Okay, so the Illuminati started doing Silver Dodge Durango on starting to roll from and to the car. Hey. My screen is acting iffy again, though. Sometimes the wireless CarPlay works. Sometimes I just want to always plug it in. Ugh. I feel like somebody's been eyeballing how I've been going to CVS off and on from Wichita to Lawrence to Kansas City to Nashville to Florida. That this CVS restroom is closed. Man. So Walgreens might have a restroom, and instead of getting the antiseptic rinse, I wanted to take just a regular long shower. Like, that got stolen from my car, by the way. It's like I have this pile of blanket, and they just probably be trying to steal my girl from me. So they probably had to check under the blanket, because that's a big pile of blanket, right? I think South Carolina and Atlanta were, or maybe just like my father's South Carolina region, is trying to intercept that $2,000 tariff check. I know that it probably would have made me make a major move with a couple of $100 to where I thought God was helping me do the Full Sail University thing before the end of December. But I think some Illuminati chokehold assassin would have robbed me for that money. So, the best I could do is make sure they don't even get that money, whatever I lose anyway. There's no point in doing it if they've had weeks for genetics to tell them that I ain't gonna have anything for them to rob. It's gonna be beyond my control.
And I would buy for you down under myself some gasoline. If I can't afford you, darling, then I can't afford to dream. And it's a time I should be moving, it's a time I settle down. Well, I sit still and will I feel the wheels are spinning around.
Head to your drop-off at 6001 Thomaston Road.
Well, I wish you had a clue, I wish you had a clue, but I'm stuck here in Tulsa with my Oklahoma blues, with a pair of concrete shoes that got me sinking pretty low. And I would buy for you down under myself some gasoline. If I can't afford you, darling, then I can't afford to dream. And there's a time I should be moving, there's a time I settle down. Well, I sit still and will I feel the wheels are spinning around.
I drove through the southern region of Atlanta. I'm skipping it, going back past Birmingham, okay? But I think I'm going to just head back to the Midwest and try to prove that I can make my quota to earn my extension again and get caught all the way up, and I think my deposit's gonna go towards those turnpike fees. I was glancing at some of the fees, and the same way up and down the turnpike could have been $2.50, $4, $8. Yo, I saw that much. So I am watching the wind right now. Gonna be thankful that I was able to have my rental extended until next Monday, which gives me about a week and 2 days less than a whole week since Monday. And I could get across in about a day or a half a day. 13 hours, 15 hours. Like I think when I get to Birmingham, I'm skipping to Memphis after I work some in Birmingham. And I might not have to be cautious about them because
Take your next left onto Old Five Notch Road.
maybe that was only a like 2023 thing.
At the stop sign, turn left onto Old Five Notch Road.
With those traffic light flashes. So I got confirmation that a lot of Uber riders from Wichita like to go to Kansas City, Missouri. And they're like allowed to. But y'all, I would have stayed in Wichita the whole time, but it's okay, it's okay. There's just this last thing I want to do and just prove how quick I think I could make the money by sitting still for the rest of the week. I think I'd have to make $800. Try to make $1,200. But can I do that with my other Uber function off? Like, I kind of just want to like do like an Uber I mean Lyft thing now, because my rating on there is impeccable. It's like 5.0 since 2019-ish. People on my Uber, they like to tip but not really rate. People on my Lyft, they like to they like to tip and rate.
In 600 feet, turn left onto Georgia 5 South.
I'm over here playing roller coaster.
At the stop sign, turn left onto Georgia 5 South.
Wah, wah. Doing okay, honey. Okay. Let you have some peace. Okay, so it just feels like I was supposed to lose my rental in Birmingham. I was supposed to lose my rental in Atlanta. I was supposed to lose my rental in Florida, y'all. Like, Florida was trying their hardest to make me look the opposite of everything I've ever done. The thing was, I go to the southeast coast and I leave before anything serious happens to me. And so I feel like I'm inching in how I'm yelping about my ability to drive and nothing I'm doing to escalate an incident or into an accident. So like, it's just crazy the way I feel like if the Southeast Coast really thinks everything happens for a reason, then they really would know what the hurricanes meant to do. And I really felt like it's my choice if I want to go to Florida, but worst case scenario, they'd hurt my dog, and then I would just be too distraught to be like a Full Sail University full-fledged entrepreneur. So now the name of the game was always not to look lost or confused with a local tag, even if it's a rental, because you never know what they manipulated the Earth's muscle memory to make you look like. And I'm telling you, they won't even try until that all looks the way they want it, with like flowchart options. So yeah, you kind of have to know how they want to freeze time, of how they got time to look like it's in the past or too far in the future, or whether something's already done, or
In 600 feet at the traffic circle, continue straight onto Georgia 5.
or nah. I need to slow my roll. I'm fast paced right now, you know, just like in the zone. Like if I don't think too hard about driving, it's like, that's like my new jitter foot. Like I just I drove cautious, and now it's like I'm out of Florida one more time, and like I ain't using my brake too soon or too late, and I'm just zoning, and I still love to drive, and I'm still wishing I could get a Tesla, and I'm still wishing that those charge point chargers are still only $1 to sleep all night and have a full charge in the morning. I think the Jeep Wrangler's gonna molest me to be a pedestrian in Birmingham. Like, all they have to know is that you've been looking at the idiosyncrasy for long enough to reminisce something, bits and pieces of how they manipulate and brainwash people to taunt them. Ooh, is that how close the ocean is? That ain't how close. Ooh. So the idiosyncrasy all the way down 5 to 20. Like I might could cut a right where it says Roopville and cut straight up to 20. Or this is kind of like not backtracking much. These clouds just look as scary.
Take your next left onto Ramburn Road.
It ain't trespassing in Alabama. I like it over here. I just feel like maybe the two trucks that might have noticed me. I say nothing could go wrong. There might be occupants right here. Okay, let me do something.
Head north. Make a U-turn, then turn right onto Flat Top Road. Turn right onto Flat Top Road. Head north. In 300 feet, make a U-turn. Make a U-turn, then turn right onto Flat Top Road.
Yeah, let me cancel these directions for now. I just want to look like I didn't just pull over to fall right asleep. If you kind of show some initiative, maybe you won't get antagonized. So, whoa. This looks like this is what I want to do. I probably want to face that way though. What do you guys think, these little street lights over there? I want to face this way. Really. But I think we're just gonna park and compensate with my street smarts instead of moving this car one more time, just for the principle of the thing. For now, I'm Miss Honey. Ooh. Okay. So far, it looks like we're taking 22 through Tupelo, then Memphis. Now, I recognize all these places: Jonesboro, Poplar Bluff, St. Louis. So, once I hit Memphis, I'll redirect my coordinates to Kansas City. I'm gonna do West Memphis. That way it takes me probably through Springfield. Clinton, El Dorado Springs, Warrensburg. Those sound familiar. I just hope that's not a rollers on God. What do y'all think? I'm gonna get antagonized? Actually, I think that's like a street already. Who's the... Yeah, I'm fine.
You live here?
No, why? Isn't it kind of like vacant right here?
No, the owner store things here, and he gets kind of
Oh,
weird.
well, overprotective or something.
Yeah, that's kind
Do
of
I need
the-
permission? Because okay, like I was like a Full Sail University online student, and I was taking so long to get to Florida. But all of the research I've done, it's very illegal to trespass. I'm talking 6 months to a year.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't like seeing anybody getting in trouble. You know what
I've always been told as long as we get sleep that the police won't mind. Like I stuck in California, and I could pull over anywhere and sleep and not be antagonized. But
I know, but around here, certain people get a little bit frustrated,
okay.
and so the owner of this property owns the buildings next door, and people who live in the homes, he also owns those. And well, I'm almost certain that one of the people that have already seen me come over here and talk to you, but have already seen you, and my guess is he's going to be on his way.
So I didn't disturb you guys.
No, this is just a fair heads up. This isn't a place to come and stay. It's just, unless you know the people, the better place is to go to the gas station, like Circle K, or just down the road a little bit to the gas station.
Yeah, I was trying to avoid those bright street lights that radiate. But yeah, it's
anyway,
okay.
I'm just giving you heads up. You seem safe, but I do have an obligation to my neighbor to let him know that I talked to somebody who's on his property.
Yeah, I was just thankful to be out of Florida. Like it's, but okay,
Where are you headed?
I'm headed to Memphis. Then I'm headed to Kansas City. Then I'm headed
what are
to
you doing?
Wichita, Kansas.
What are you going to be doing? Is that where you're living, going to school?
Yeah, that's where I'm living. I work for Uber, so I wanted to try to do that near Full Sail University in Winter Park, Florida, Orlando. But I chickened out. Yeah, I chickened out. I slept. I came back through Georgia through 10. I went just under Atlanta through Birmingham, and now I'm here. And I was just contemplating, like, how much more time I have.
Well, what road were you taking and where are you going?
Oh, I think I'm taking 22 all the way through Tupelo.
Okay.
And then I think I bookmarked somewhere I like to sleep in the dark. I never got it antagonized or in trouble about it before. Maybe I should. I like to use that word real quick.
You're not in trouble, but brother, I'm telling you, these parts are not parts that people come and just hang out late at night and spend the night.
I'm sorry, I've been all over the U.S., Illinois, everywhere, and they never tell me that. So I would have expected it from falling back from Florida and just having a stipulation to get back to Kansas City before something like this happens. But yeah,
there's nothing like this happening. This is just a friendly person coming over, questioning somebody who's on his neighbor's property to understand what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And you can give me the smirk and the antagonized look.
Oh no,
I can
that
tell
ain't
you that I
it.
fully see you. I respect you. And what I would offer you is my brother. I'm just trying to be friendly.
Mm-hmm.
And you're twisting it. And that's not fair.
Well, I don't know how I talk too much, but I ain't twisting
It's
it.
okay, bro. We're good. And I would just admonish that you might go to the gas station down the road that's not very far. There's not a lot of lights. They close at 10 or 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Even further still,
Mm-hmm.
there are places underneath the viaduct that you can pull off and rest.
Mm-hmm.
They're safe and dark, and that's fair too.
Okay. Well, I hope you believe me. I ain't trying to be rude to you, though. I mean,
It's okay.
I'm 38 years old, by the way.
Bro, I'm fucking old. I'm on the downhill.
Well, I mean, I hope this ain't rude to you, but I hope you have a woman and everything because you are attractive.
Well, thank you.
Uh-huh.
You are a beautiful soul yourself.
Thank you.
And I do have a woman. I have a lot of people. But that's because, bro, underneath it all, we're connected.
Mm-hmm.
And if you got the flame, you got the flame. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Good night.
Uh-huh. That's what I like to do. I kind of stick around and just see if it's okay for me to be right here, and if it's not, then I didn't expect that to happen so quick. So I'm dropping the coordinates for Tupelo, and I'm sure this is a little cool area that's dark. The last time I was in the Kia K4,
Head west on Flat Top Road toward Engelbert Road.
I saw some tail lights down and it stopped. So I turned my headlights on, turned on my car, and then they kind of skedaddled. And then I still fell asleep anyway. So let me just make sure I ain't running over anything. Did not come in here. I gotta turn this light off. Just so okay.
Continue on Flat Top Road for 1 mile.
I probably shouldn't have. Like, for a lack of a better word, romance someone with that without being like, yeah, but okay. And then I didn't want to like point out, like, I didn't want them to have to be like, yeah, they got a wife or this or that. I feel like it's just rude. But I just wanted to let him know that whatever he thinks, that if I'm being rude, like, that's not intentional. It's more disappointed that I liked this area for a minute, but I wasn't trying to be rude. And sarcastic or anything at all for a second. Just worried that I'm like never a booty call because I'm
In half a mile, turn right onto Snowville Brent Road.
like thinking that I'm like never like a booty call because like I don't know when I'm ready anymore. Like, is it my body doing what it's doing because I'm not trying to be worth anything to guys? But oh, he was so much hotter than Rick off of The Walking Dead. Yeah. I mean, and like younger or something. And don't get me wrong, if you got that lisp, I'ma assume that the pussy's been wet for years, and it's attractive. It's still attractive. Okay. It makes them one mimic. Like, I wonder how many clubs back in 2007 listened to this excruciating long chorus at the very end of Lady Gaga's Poker Face. Like, they must have been smooching and rubbing up each other's bulges the whole time. Is that the syllables, Memphis? Yeah, they trying to work like magic. Where's the... Oh, okay. There we go.
At the light, turn right onto the I-240 West ramp.
I almost slept near a nuclear power plant last night, but we found a church and it
In
was
a quarter mile, merge on
kind of like a grave, and it was nice and dark and quiet. I think the Illuminati drugged me because they knew why I slept near a nuclear power plant. So I'm like, the spotlight, and they must have drugged my Circle K, made sure the microwave couldn't be used or anything like the microwave. And I think they just drugged me so that the police could antagonize me. So there was a bunch of them around Chick-fil-A. You know, I gotta take these orders and leave Memphis, Tennessee right now. It's kind of something I used to do with DoorDash, but that wasn't why I don't work for them anymore. So I just keep racking up footage to put on this video, and I'm doing it little by little, and it's kind of fun how I'm doing it little by little too. Just this is distrauting. Whenever I get in this situation, I usually just stay in my lane, take the highway out, and trailblaze for miles. Like, I know the way the police was moving around, they knew when they would drug me. They knew how. They knew to be in Chick-fil-A, or near it. They knew to make a left where my next delivery was, and then they didn't know I was leaving town. So it's whenever you're not thinking about flipping the switch. Then there was a Velar at Starbucks. It's still always when you're not thinking of flipping the switch. I mean, you literally have to have like the direction set to leave while your Uber is making some deliveries. With the directions on the Android Auto. So I have the back of the semi truck just to make sure that everything knows that I'm taking all of my precautions, and the idea was just to know, just to know what it was, to know what it all was, to know that that's just all that was. Passing up mile marker 21 on 240. And I'm thinking about being live for the rest of the duration out of this. And here comes a silver Range Rover. Hold on. Man, I still wanted a year like that. It's like that's like a 2012 Lux. Like, I know I sat in a silver Sport that year, and then a dark gray HSC that year. Yeah, so the Illuminati wants to make Range Rover wish it had flipped the switch on me. But I think their fix was to get me to sit the 5th time, because the number 5 pool ball is orange for like a jail people jacket, uniform, whatever. Yeah, mine, yeah, mine, yeah, mine. It says there's a nuclear power plant 4.4 miles near me. I mean, like, I'm not sure that's got more than 3 nuclear cores, though. Look at how many turbines that would be, though. The Illuminati was trying to snitch what keep it in the middle lane for a split second was. Lay up 2 lanes. They tried not to get hit by pieces of rocks behind this truck.
Welcome to Arkansas.
But for real, am I like, is that like pictures of like, okay, girl, ski, and a little bit of in it. Oh. So, I think I'm getting better. I just feel like just pay attention to the road. It has something to do with
In half a mile,
weaving
use the left lane to
through
take the
a
I-30 west
midtown
right
and
to the
stuff.
North ramp to Little Rock, Blytheville.
But that was crazy, y'all. I had bought some Circle K. I ain't even ate it all. I think it was meant to kill my dog. Like, I think they wanted to drug my dog so that
Use the left lane to take the I-40 West ramp.
I-40 West 55. Use the west. Whoops.
Continue on
My
I-40 West for
bad.
3/4 of a mile.
That just
In a
looks
quarter mile,
sketchy.
continue straight to stay on I-40 Frontage Road East, North Service Road.
I think this is Memphis, Tennessee would be, you know, one of the places they'd keep all their child molesters at. The M in Memphis is another way of saying like grope, molest, like for they're asking for their ability to grope you off the streets with any means necessary without having any concern for it. So it's like Memphis is half black people, half white people themed. So they're gonna think they're responsible for me as a half black person who likes white guys, or, you know, never really dated any black guys or much other races before I knew it. You know, like, I'm sure that if I'm not charmed, then, or if their victims ain't charmed, they were deemed a real child molester. And what happens is that you weren't supposed to do anything
Continue straight
about
to stay
it.
on I-40 Frontage Road East, North Service Road. Then continue straight to stay on I-40 Frontage Road East.
So continue straight to go
Continue straight to stay
I-40.
on I-40 Frontage Road East, North Service Road.
It's telling me to go straight. I hope it's telling me to dodge the rollers. So let's just keep doing this real quick. Because I'm not trying to hit Little Rock, Arkansas.
Slide left onto the I-55 North ramp, then merge onto I-55 North.
I missed another one, y'all. I gotta hold
Continue
it
for
down.
16 miles.
I missed another one, and Genetics
In half
had
a
a
mile,
van
turn right.
pass by to try to snitch how dangerous. I think the joke is up. Everybody knows. Like, who are you fooling? Why is this a prison sentence for me when I could have a little bit of more comfort money? You know what I mean? Now I gotta make a Yui over here because I don't know what this is doing. But
Turn right. Then
I
you'll take your
think,
first left toward North Service Road.
okay, I know which direction I'll go with. So I'm just gonna, I could, you know, go, you know, west. But I have time to do the non-highway options and just keep going this way. And then I just want to go 15 miles an hour a little bit for a minute. So I'm going to cut through here. Oh, look at that night, boo. Oh my God.
South Morrison Cove.
So the
Then make a
Uber options have changed where you're trying to get a hold of customer service, and if you click out of it or something, they
Make a U-turn, then turn right onto West Johnson Drive.
dang. They make you start over the chat, so I'm really just hoping it cuts all the way off because I really need my focus time for
At At the stop sign,
Oh,
turn left
yeah.
to stay on West Johnson
They're
Drive.
probably
Then
drugging
you'll take
me
your first
as
left on West
a
North Service Road.
diss to who the Silver Focus was.
Continue for 2 miles.
So, I think nobody stitches that I'll be weaving through because, like, it's just another way for the Illuminati to catch up to you. This is what I'm doing, and sometimes the GPS helps me. Like, literally, like I'd be a snitch if I said, I don't want to go this way. But I wouldn't let it take me through Cape Girardeau, Missouri, though. I just knew it from the get-go that, well, it started off as, like, they need their idiosyncrasies to tell the Illuminati, like, how to hurt people on rescuing people. And Cape Girardeau just sounds like because it's a snitch. So I thought to myself, it looks like, you know, me being native Cherokee Indian and seeing stuff for the first time, it looks like it could be like a prison ward state, city, town that basically probably is known for giving people jobs in prisons or something and whatnot. So, you know, I let that marinate for a couple of years, and then recently Missouri has a Jake's Law where they don't let people out of prison after a background check if it didn't pass. So it's like the Illuminati could manipulate the computer systems at any given time, and then that'll be how everybody knew as well, and what kind of people get put in what kind of positions. And it's also a ward town. Like, I think the idea is just, you know, not to drive anywhere near Cape Girardeau, or it'd be that easy, or you're not the world's most wanted criminal, or the town Cape Girardeau spelled like it would take them one extra try off to get back on track, and that's kind of what the bad side of the Illuminati fiends, like they live off of that. They live off of rage. They'll just outrage the government to make the world the way they want it.
North Airport Road, Angels Way.
It's really just about how many people believe what they believe, and
At the stop sign, turn left onto North Airport Road, Angels Way.
and for me, it's like how much I want my life, and how fun this is too. It's actually fun, and I have experience. I probably won't get super duper 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 rich famous because maybe I'm late at
Take your next right onto Arkansas 118.
that, but it's okay.
Turn right onto Arkansas 118 North.
I'm sure I can keep trying. As long as they can't take away my singing voice and my face, my dog. And I'm trying not to let them sabotage my Uber, and then I'm definitely not letting them sabotage my Lyft. I think I got one more that thinks they know what Range Rover Railroad Tracks is. Are they even pulled someone over already, or? Okay, so the speed limit is 55 and I'm not playing with my phone. I think the reason why Britney Voodoo made me lose my DJI microphone is because it would scare people off that manipulate the Earth's muscle memory to try to turn me into a retard. Right now I'm like on Social Security and I'm trying to stay out of Tennessee. That way they weren't always right about those lights. I think I found me a quick way. So like, what if my hairstyle is child molesting? And that was what the whole shindig was. Anyway, check this out. Oh my goodness. Girl, they gon' have learnt how I weave in the Ford
Take your
Escape.
next left onto I-55 Access Road.
Metallic, baby, blow. Ford Escape, y'all. All firepower known to men to make me stay, let me stay, make me escape, or let me escape. And then I think it's what X-Cape, X-Superman cape is. X-Superman, Supergirl cape. I'm trying not to let this road take the PhD out of my scratchless car, girl. Like I wouldn't want proof for the camera one more time. Oh my goodness. Oh, oh, oh. Oh.
In 800 feet, turn left onto Arkansas 42 West. Signs for Heifer.
Hey, shouldn't I take a tinkle real quick? I better pee.
Turn left onto Arkansas 42 West. Signs for Heifer.
Look at this. I got damn proof. This was hella drugged, y'all. Like, and then they snitched that they didn't already give you good, you know, like hot food. So the Circle K's microwave once again. That was like very stressful. I would have known it. I'm telling you, I would have known. Don't buy anything, don't eat anything. It's just gonna drug me. Like, what if this already knew to drug me? I just ain't where they wanted that to happen to me. Yo, this tastes like French potatoes. Like when you saute some red skip potatoes with rosemary and all that bread stuff. Kind of has some kind of brick oven taste to it. Season. Okay. So I really had to tell Uber what I thought was going on. Okay, that's different. I should have more respect for Dunkin' Donuts. What do you want me to do? Wait until it didn't drug me first? Okay, well, let's get the show started again. Small town like this, the rollers might roll up on me that quick. I don't think I put any tire mark. Right. So was that a I must have knew what I wanted? I'm completely out of Memphis. Oh my god, I call them Memphis. Didn't it just roll off the tunnel ID? I'm mad, worried about fake cops getting their hands on me or close to me. Like, that could be a problem. It was announced in Wichita, Kansas, one time that fleets were running around pretending to be the law enforcement. At one time, I went down under a bridge from a 2-lane highway to pee, and then I went further down to turn around, and it was like a very old cop car, someone sitting in it. I only went ahead and turned around. I didn't turn off my headlights to be courteous. I was thinking in the back of my mind, they're hiding from the same Illuminati that I am, that they may be cop killers themselves, so that I didn't show no indication that somebody else was down there. And I turned around, and it was never like a cop that wondered why I went down there for a break. Get my stuff. Come on, lay your mud butt down. Come on, from a mud butt to a mud butt. Lay it down like Lloyd. Okay. I was like, woo, I love driving with no music as much as I love music. Nashville's the capital of music, but Seattle is the capital of R&B. We're having a break. And I just only noticed this for a while before I said something, but it's kind of like just, is this what permanent? No? Okay, then well, sorta. Like, darn. Okay. Oh. Okay, we'll go stretch for a bit. Okay, come on, hurry up. Let's go. Let's go. Sorry, I think we're scrambled to where I knew not to say a command twice to dogs because they're smarter than that, but I think we're just kind of you know, when you're like, blah, because of all angles.
Plug it in, plug it in.
Okay, let me try to be cute.
Plug it in, plug it in.
Wait.
I plugged it in, plugged it in.
Wait, hold up. That one. Oh my god. Ooh. This one. Okay, y'all, I'm really gonna try to calm down some of that extra silver snitching for the revenues. So it'll just kind of be like how people are antagonizing me and not like why. So we're headed to West Plains, Missouri. The stop after that's going to be Kansas City, Missouri. I'm going to try to make up everything in Kansas City, Missouri, because I'm sure it can't get worse than that. I've always been able to do the laundromat maybe even twice a day and take a shower at Love's and stuff. Yeah, the Illuminati's gotta explain why I did not go all the way to Full Sail University down to Winter Park 2 times, and how I don't, stick around long enough to get in a wreck or something. So I think Florida was trying to make it look like at that the most, and they would just starting in Alabama, they would randomly honk, maybe one or two, and then the fourth car tries to slide off over the line into your lane, and it's like a company vehicle, old, and they're looking at, and they think you're supposed to be a retard, so they think you're like not wise enough to know what's going on, and they're basically calling people little kids or boys whenever they do that. So I finished my delivery and I sashayed out of Birmingham on my way to Florida, and then you know what, I was able to skip Birmingham on my way. Then I wanted to sit and chill in Jonesboro, Arkansas for some Uber Eats delivery orders, but yeah, I felt like, and I feel sucker free, y'all. Like, I'm just making sure that I think that why help people when I don't feel like I'm ready to fuck too, you know? Like, especially women, I gotta let them do their own thing so that, you know, whatever their savior is, it's someone that would have fucked them. So I think my camera could be off at the part where I was explaining that the Illuminati was trying to use me about the enema thing, but I just want to say that it's really not how people are clean. You could be clean without using that. I just, you know, I got used to massaging myself with it, and I just wanted to be extra clean, and it was like it prevents the fever and people from being full of poop, so that they or I could just, you know, work overtime for Uber. So that was my forte, where I had me a little place to make as much money as I wanted for Uber and have this get rich quick scheme that as long as I know my life better than others, and then it's like witch doctor stuff. Yeah, so I decided to head to Columbia, South Carolina. I think that house fire that was going on with my mom was how to put Rick in Nashville. So I'm better off getting that paternity test and kind of seeing what he would do with all that extra money he makes and doesn't spend. 'Cause I'm in a jam, and he's probably not wanting me to go back and forth to Wichita to where I'd never come back. So I feel like what they would have done is how smart I am about leaving places when I want to leave. But I like how it isn't cold on the East Coast in the winter, and that'll save me some money. I don't have to buy the EcoFlow Wave 3 for a very long time, if it's just going to be 70, 73, 76 degrees in South Carolina and Florida. Then whenever I want to rent a car, I have to go to Charleston or Atlanta. And there might be something in Augusta, but I ain't looking like I'm from Augusta. Okay, I'm playing. I like it over there. You know, I charge my vehicles sometimes and hang out for too long sometimes and get Chick-fil-A's most of the time in Augusta and pick people up for Uber and Lyft in Augusta. You know, and hadn't took that Tyler Perry exit since 2022. Florida cool, but what if I had to summon a hurricane to break free of the wrath? What if the poltergeist does that for me? You know us Miss Americas ain't gonna sit there and wish for devastation, for peace. Been